Hey, this is Muso Tensei and these are my pickups for October 2022. Let's start with the N64. I got Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers. This is not your typical 3D platformer, but more exploration and puzzle solving, which is pretty cool, but the controls are not. The controls are pretty bad. And also got Disney's Tarzan, whatever you pronounce it. Yeah, this is your typical platform game. It's alright. For the PlayStation 1, I got Koudelka. Complete, all 4 discs and manual, all in pretty good shape. But I got this for a pretty decent price because all around here was some really old residue of some tape. It was pretty hard, couldn't just scratch it off or something, but with some effort I cleaned it off. So now it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. Related to Koudelka, I also got Shadow Hearts Covenant, the second Shadow Hearts game. I actually played through this back in the day. Or back in the day, a decade ago, maybe. It was a while ago. Both discs. I borrowed my brother's copy and played through it. But now I wanted to own it myself. The series is actually in the same universe as Koudelka and even references Koudelka. So yeah, pretty cool JRPG. What I haven't played yet is the third game in this series, Shadow Hearts from the New World. Complete. This box actually has a typo. It's a Y with dots, but it should be a U with dots, the German word for für. I'm not sure if this was intentionally to look interesting or just a typo, because later they re-released the game with the typo fixed. But it doesn't make this one rare or something. It was pretty cheap. The first game in the series is not cheap. Oh god. I want to get it eventually. But I actually played it. My brother owns it and I played that one too. Just the third game, not yet. Another game for PlayStation 2 is Wild Arms 5. This is my first physical Wild Arms game. And for some reason I'm going backwards, but it's okay. Because they're all not that easy to find, I think. I had to import this from France. I think this is a French, yeah. But the game has all the languages. Yeah, but I have 1, 2, and 3 digitally on PlayStation 3 and 4. But I'd like to have them all physically someday. So I'm working on that. Same for this series, the Suikoden series. This is Suikoden 3. I have 1 and 2 and 3 on PS3 digitally already. I also have 4 and 5 physically for quite a while. Over a decade, I think even. As you can see, this is not the original box, because it would have been much more expensive. This was a really nice price from a regional seller. But the box is not real. Actually, everything else is original. This is the original cover, and original manual and disc. Just the box. So I will try to replace it with a real box. Eventually, but it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. If all my PlayStation 2 games were like this, it would save some space, but it's okay. The price was really good. For PS4 I got Tomb Raider Definitive Edition complete. I think. Nah, probably. Yeah, the first Tomb Raider game in the Tomb Raider reboot. Is it really a reboot? It's more like a prequel series, because I saw an official timeline which puts these games before the original games, so they're still all connected according to to Square Enix. And this one is actually pretty good. I bought this back in the day when it was released on Xbox 360. Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I don't know. I don't like them as much. So the next 8 games, PS4 games, came all in a bundle, pretty cheap. So there's some games I would have not bought separately, even for €5 or whatever, because I wouldn't want them. But that's fine, because it was really cheap, less than €30 for 8 games. The first one is Far Cry Primal. It's interesting, a Far Cry game in caveman times. It's okay. One of my main goals was Far Cry 3, the classic edition, which usually alone goes for 20 at least. So that's pretty cool. Also included was Far Cry 4. I was never that interested in this one, but it's alright. The other main goal, which also goes for at least €10 alone, was Far Cry 5. This one is pretty cool. I have it digitally on PC. But also included was this weird sequel to Far Cry 5, Far Cry New Dawn. Whatever. Don't care. Also Wasteland 2, Director's Cut. I don't know much about Wasteland. I think I have the first one, or a remaster of it, on Steam or GOG, I don't know. It was free, I think. Maybe I'll try it someday. Also included was Battlefield 1. Yeah, I don't really care about this. And I care even less about Madden 19, some sports ball game. American football, I couldn't care less. Even soccer is more interesting, and I really don't care about soccer. Yeah, it was part of the bundle. Maybe it's not. I can't really sell it because it's not worth nothing. Whatever. So the last game is something special for me. It's Bayonetta 3. I've been waiting for this game pretty much since I beat the second on Wii U. Because I really love the Bayonetta series. I bought the first game when it was released on Xbox 360. It was my game of the year of that year. And I bought, of course, Bayonetta 2 when it was released on Wii U. This is a special edition, which has both games separately, which was pretty cool. I tried to get that collector's edition that was like a book type of case with art book inside. I pre-ordered that, but it was cancelled by the store, and I couldn't find another one anymore, so didn't have luck with that one, but that's okay. And of course I got the Switch port, which has the first game digitally. No, I'm missing is a physical version of the first game. I know in America you can buy that now, but in Europe, Nintendo of Europe seems to have problems providing that. They said they will eventually, but I have to wait for that. But that's fine. So that's all for October 2022. 17 games in total. Thanks for watching. Till next time.